Everybody, Brian Good here. I decided to change the title back to Storm Talk for at least a couple of days here as we deal with some showers and thunderstorms rolling into wave country into the next couple of days. But first, let's talk about the solar eclipse as we're counting down. 19 days until Kentucky's darkest day. We're getting ready for it. We've been ready for it for 5 years now. It's ready for it to happen. Here's today's eclipse notes. In parts of India, people do not eat during a solar eclipse, believing the food is poisonous and impure. Bet you didn't know that one. Don't forget, so you can still pick up the solar glasses at the Wave 3 News Day at the fair, coming up on the 19th. It's a Saturday in the South Wing, or you can come by the station, one pair per person. If you come by the station here at the studios in the lobby, our receptionist will help you out with that, all right? But we have a limited supply, but we're trying our best to get more added, so hang in there with us. We've given away quite a few already. All right, so let's talk about the weather side of things. First off, it's kind of a messy setup here today. A lot of high-level clouds, a few low-level clouds as well, but it's really just a hazy sky in general as moisture starts to increase in the upper layers of the atmosphere, and we'll see that trend continue. Notice the wind direction a little more out of the east and at times southeast. We're getting on the other side of that high now that's moving away from us, so that is going to allow for a warmer and more humid flow the next few days. Overall, the trend is for that humidity to build back in. You can see that darker green starting to work its way back into the area now from the southwest, and I think that trend is going to continue as we head into the next couple of days. So let's talk about the severe threat the next few days. First off, for today itself, we don't have to worry about that. We're fine. Tomorrow, it's still across the upper Midwest, but by the time we get into Thursday, there is a little pocket of wind energy passing through the Ohio Valley that will graze right up the Ohio River, in fact, and just enough. I can see why they would have a marginal risk, but really the wind fields are not that impressive. So it looks to be a very isolated event, if anything, were to even tap into that at all. So let's look at the trends here. First off, the RPM model today. It's showing all that hazy sky around the area. I still think with the haze, we'll still get up there around 90, 91 today. We usually have no problem in the city, especially heating up, even with hazy skies. Now, what's the downpours today? Mainly where that moisture is increasing, which is in that surge west of us. So western Kentucky and Indiana, that is the zone that is going to be more at risk for a couple of downpours to pop today, would be generally in this zone. Otherwise, I think we'll still hit around that 90, 91. They're feeding on the sun today because there's no upper air support, no wind fields to feed them on beyond that point, so they fade out. However, tomorrow morning, there will be a low-level jet kicking in out of Tennessee that will right up the Ohio River, and that may spark some thunderstorms in our southwest counties early in the day that may ride right into the Ohio River itself. We'll monitor that because that activity, if it were to develop, could promote more activity as it moves in its wake across the Louisville area by the afternoon. And you see how it clears out behind that little wave as it passes by because it got sinking air behind it. So if this wave early in the day can get going and get through here early enough, we may end up with a fairly dry afternoon for Wednesday. So it'll be completely the opposite of what we normally would expect, but we'll play that by ear, see how that's going to trend as we get closer in time. Thursday, with that better wind pocket of energy moving across Illinois and Indiana, there may be a greater potential for maybe a gustier thunderstorm, but I think the coverage overall is going to be less for us. So I think we'll get up there again in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. The main show comes to an end on Friday. That's when the cold front moves in. The timing on this has been moved up to the morning to midday period. So round of showers and thunderstorms. Of course, we don't have a lot of energy to work with that early in the day when it comes to instability. So that should help in our favor as well. And then we'll have some afternoon thunderstorms off to eastern Kentucky. There is a chance on the back side of the low that we could get some backlash, wrap around moisture, some cloud cover. It's trying to spit out some rain. I will route a shower north of our area. I don't think it's going to stretch all the way down like it shows here to the core of wave country, but it may now allow for another round of cloudiness for the afternoon period. But we'll clear it out pretty quick, though, Friday night and get ready for a beautiful weekend. First off, the storm energy. Models got a good handle on this. Notice how by midday, the front's already moving into Louisville, so the energy begins to build across eastern Kentucky by the afternoon period, and that becomes their problem. Now, the wind energy is a bit displaced. It's closer to the low pressure itself, as you would expect, across the upper areas of the Ohio Valley. In fact, when you try to overlap the two, the wind energy and the storm energy instability, the area they do overlap is mainly eastern Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and parts of West Virginia, and that is where the Storm Prediction Center actually has their slight risk already out for, is that general area. So that is where I think there will be maybe more of an issue of severe weather, not so much for us, but we get the benefit from it. Nice looking weather on Saturday. Now Sunday, I wish I could say Sunday's going to be nice, but I'm seeing a growing trend here on Sunday to really build that humidity back pretty quick on Sunday, and perhaps even some cloud cover by the afternoon period. We look dry, but once we pass midnight Sunday night, I think we'll have to start keeping an eye on the rain chance, because that'll certainly be here for Monday. All right, that's it for now, guys. Kind of a short version today, covering just the thunderstorm potential. I'll go into more longer-term stuff very soon, so bear with me on that.